style won't stop hustling.
Atlanta, Season 3, Episode 6, titled White Fashion. Let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? I go by the name of The Black Abstract. If you're new to the channel, I'd like to welcome you. I do a plethora of things, reactions, reviews, rap as well. I'm an artist, entrepreneur, strategist, and now a YouTuber. So I urge you and then I hope you to subscribe and hit the bell and join the channel. If not, hey, at least enjoy the review. All right, so let's get into it, man. I liked the episode, but it didn't completely relate to the last episode. So I thought we were gonna pick up. I thought this episode was gonna do one or two things. I thought it was gonna be one of those completely one-offs like we've seen earlier in the season, or I thought it would have picked off exactly from last week, but we didn't see no socks at all. So this episode could have been filmed prior to those, and then they just decided to release it in this order, or maybe, who knows, maybe they figured it out and they kept it pushing. I don't know. But listen, this episode centered around gentrification, activism, a host of other things. I love how they pull from real life events, pull from the Gucci situation that they did. It was another situation with another fashion designer. There's been a bunch of them. This fashion designer makes this thing, and then on the back of it, it says Central Park, and then it has 5 in the middle. Obviously, we know the situation about the Central Park 5. So it's late. It gets sent to this designer's investor's daughter, who wears it, and then it gets published in this ad, and then obviously we know the fallout after that. Afterwards, we see Erns and Paperboy sitting down with said fashion designer, who's trying to rally up a group or a panel to speak on his behalf to kind of like obviously do damage control. And Al was like, listen, Erns like, yo, why do you want to do this? But Al was like, listen, man, I'm trying to get free shit. Listen, the designers from Atlanta never want to collab. None of the designers want to collab with me. This my way to get in, get free shit, and I could stay fly. He's like, what do you think about the hood? He's like, man, shit, fuck the hood. I just shot niggas before. I was like, yeah. Talk about it, Al. Yo, Al was gangster in season 1. Y'all forget about that, man. Al was letting that thing off in season 1, man. Shout out my guy Al. So in addition to that, he's telling him like, listen, yeah, I need all this tailored, I need this and this and this and that. Darius goes on his own mission as well. He meets the head of hospitality, who ironically is named Karen. So I think that was done intentionally as well. And decides to take her to his favorite Nigerian spot he's been hearing about. And they go, and she's enamored by this place, the same way like a child will be enamored being at a zoo, that seeing animals for the first time. She's just like, oh my God, this is amazing. She's just taking notes, and obviously we saw at the end what happened. She bought the place, made it her own, made it to like a food truck, and completely whitewashed it. So that's what I got from this episode, was that a lot of the efforts that are made by black folk to better black folk have to go through white folk. And when they go through white folk, they get whitewashed and gentrified, and we see the end result, which is white fashion. Listen, the activist was hilarious. We kept seeing this in the trailers. I predict racism will be done in 2024. Everybody's clapping like, what the Erns just is rough around the edges. I mean, Al is still rough around the edges. So he's like, yo, what are you talking about? So they go to the little press conference, and the activist is trying to put him on the game. But Al's not playing the game. Al is really there to try to understand and figure out, and he gonna speak his mind. That's the way Al is. After the conference, they have a powwow in the back with some other so-called people of color and some maybe not people of color. And this is hilarious because you got these different personalities, and they're asking them what they want, and they all talking about things that are personal for them, that are helping them. Al's the only one there that actually wants to help somebody and other people besides himself. And he actually decides to get them on board, and he has to sway them over. But the between some of the people that are at the table, like the one guy, he's like, yo, are you black? Are you even black? And then the two across the table scratch their head like, I don't know what he is. Then he says the N-word, and he's like, you don't sound right saying that. That don't even sound right coming from your mouth. It was like, yo, this is hilarious, man. This Better the Hood campaign, you know, he pitches it to the investors, and they like it, and it's a hit. But then when the campaign comes out, we see it's completely whitewashed. You know, they done put gay people in there. They done put Britain, like all people, nationalities. And I think it's like one black person in there. I think it's that painter dude. He's in there. He's the only black person. And Al is pissed. He comes in there storming in. Man, this ain't what I signed up for. This ain't it. And then Khalil pulls him to the side. I believe that's the activist's name. He pulls him to the side, and he's like, listen, you got to understand, why would white people do something to help black people out? He said that be considered charity. He said they want something to help black people to help them. And it made sense. It made complete sense what he said. He was just like, you just got to play the game. He's like, now what I managed to do is squeeze $100K out of them for my charity. That's how you give back. That's, you know, you donate, you have them donate to your charity, and then what you decide to do with that through your charity is how you really give back. So he's like, hey, man, it's something to think about. And he was putting Al up on game. And hey, I was like, yo, well played. But when they're arguing at the table, and he's like, yeah, we could just throw it to my charity. And he was like, man, it went to your charity last time, nigga, the gentleman. And I forget what he said. He said his voice started changing, though. Tell me what he said in the comments. He was like, it's not fair. Something he said, but his voice kept changing. I was like, yo, this is fucking funny as hell. And listen, everybody, if you had Hulu, I feel you. I had Hulu, and I thought something was wrong with my TV for the minute. I'm like, and this was happening right before. I'm like, yo, what's going on? And listen, if you got Hulu, the thing to do when Hulu is out or not working, go on Twitter. I swear everybody on Twitter combines like the Power Rangers, Megazord, or like Voltron. We come together and we rally and we get it done. Even though I don't think it's back up, but just the memes, and I wasn't alone. I felt 10 times better. But I had to figure something out. Now, what you can do next time, if Hulu goes out and it's something important that you want to watch and you want to watch it live, I'll put you up on some game. You take one of your emails if you got multiples, like I do. Don't ask me why. But you can start, just all you got to do is Google what platforms can you watch Atlanta Live or whatever show it is, Snowfall Live, whatever you like. And they'll tell you, and then just start a free trial. And then cancel the damn trial. That's all you got to do. So I started a trial with YouTube TV, which I might even keep, depending on if they got anything nice on there. And I was able to watch it. Nice and clear quality. And I was in the game. That's how I'm making this review. A lot of y'all probably ain't going to see the episode until tomorrow, if Hulu's up by tomorrow. But we'll see. But, hey, you got to blame the Kardashians. They the ones decided to release the show, and I think everybody watched it and it probably crashed. That's what happened. What's the fascination with them? I really don't understand. But anyway, yeah, we see that Van actually made an appearance on here as well. She's completely out of nowhere. And I feel like Van is getting shortchanged this season because I remember an interview where Donald Glover said that this season 3 was more about Ern and Van, but we haven't seen Van. I don't know. She's in some kind of, I don't know what she's on, to be honest with you. I don't know if she's just like on a self-finding journey or something like that, or if she's just depressed, or maybe she's just living her life. Maybe she's on drugs. I don't know. Some people say Darius is hitting that. Darius ain't that type of dude, man. Darius is loyal to the soil. You think he would do that to Ern? No. Even though I don't think his loyalties will Ern, but I don't think he would do that. You know what I'm saying? Because that could affect his relationship with Al. So I don't know what's going on. But anyway, she's in a hotel. He sees her just randomly sitting there, and he goes up to her and he scolded her. And then some lady comes out, a Karen comes out and accuses her of stealing something. And I'm going to hold you. We saw the trailer or the commercial, and Erns sticks up for her. He's like, this lady's accusing my fiance. And I think she liked that. I think the fact she liked that Erns stood up for her. And listen, this is not Erns from season 1, season 2. You remember Erns from season 1? You are killing me right now. You're literally killing me. Like, you're fucking killing me. You remember they went out to eat at the restaurant and he only had a certain amount on his card? That was some real shit too, man. I've been in situations like that. But he was like, yo, you are killing me right now. You're fucking killing me. I was like, yo. Oh, this shit was funny. But anyway, he protects her. And then Ern is so good at being a manager and doing shit for Al. He's just naturally like a good liar now. He finesses a room through the hotel, and he went in there to ask about an Apple store and wind up getting a fucking free suite. Him and Van reconnect. She kisses him, and she kisses him right before he asks, yo, did you steal that wig? And I think she just did that to take his mind off of it. And I think she really did steal a wig. I think she's just, I don't know, she probably just did it for the excitement of it or because she could. But he wakes up the next morning and she's gone. She's gone like a thief in the night. And he's, the phone's ringing and he doesn't answer it. And that's where it leaves off at. So we'll see. To be continued. She's off in a win. Darius goes to his spot. He sees that the Nigerian spot has gotten sold or bought by Karen, and she turned it into turn it into Niger something, and just gave him like some kind of orange chicken, country chicken, something. I call this the Darius, and it just looked disgusting, and he was just like. I think he remembered from Get Out when he was in that movie, and he looked at it. He said, "Nah, toss that shit out, man." And I was just like, and he was like, "Yo, so where did she go? Did she relocate or?" She was like, "I don't know. I didn't even bother to connect with her." So it's like you bought this business, and then you're selling their food, but you don't decide to connect with the owner about how the food's made or what's made and how to do it, or maybe see if she want to come on board and work for you or be in business with. This is like the gentrification at its finest. Like, how do you don't know nothing about Nigerian people, but you're making a place called Niger? It's disgusting. You really think about it, it's kind of disgusting. It's thoroughly disgusting. You know what I'm saying? It's no culture. Like you how do you whitewash? I don't know. That kind of infuriated me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. And I know it's supposed to be comedy based, but I just seen it happen too many times. But I'm trying to think what else. I think that was it. These episodes be easy as hell to review. Because it's not too many. It's not like Snowfall where it's a bunch of different plots and storylines and. A lot of dialogue, it's a short show and it centers around one thing, but nonetheless hysterical. A lot of people gonna be mad because it didn't continue from last week and they wanted to see what happened with the cell phone. But I don't think that's not how Snowfall is. I don't think it was meant to connect. I just think it was just a lesson in that episode, just like it was a lesson in this episode. You get what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. If it's anything I left out, I'm trying to think if it's anything I left out. I don't know. Listen, I love this episode, man. I thought this was hilarious. Watched it twice already. It's just what Atlanta does. It gives us a complete look at what's going on in society, but just in Atlanta's way. Post your comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe if you like the channel. If you need a Buffalo shirt, you can DM me on Instagram or Twitter, or go to iamtrill.com. and get you a Buffalo-ish shirt, because Buffalo, you see the Buffalo is it, baby. We're going to be Super Bowl champ. You better get you. Josh Allen just asked for one of these. He just DM'd me, told me to send him a pack, 50 shirts for him and the team. Nigga, we made it. Till next time, peace.